From keeping promises to interesting interaction and having a day off. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works. The series where I look over Touhou Doujin Works I or you guys have noticed throughout the week and had the need to tell you guys about it. So without further ado, let's begin the Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works number 21. Number 5. So in life, when you have romantic feelings for someone, you usually want to be that significant other for that person, and that's a fine and normal thing to want. The issue comes about when someone else is interested in that same person. That right there is the start of a love triangle, and it can end up with some messy results, if you will. AVP? No, not that AVP you're thinking about. This AVP, created by Fuente, stars Alice and Patchouli. Basically, they want Marissa, but they have a hurdle to overcome, which is the other person. It starts normal with 3 chilling and reading books. Here, Marissa is interacting with Alice and Patchouli, which they both enjoy. And later on, they try to interact with her a bit more. Nothing wrong with that until you notice that someone is taking this attention thing a little too far. After that though, all hell breaks loose. Their love was just a pure one, but it was too pure. I guess. I can't determine what pure love is, but if this is an example of that, yeah, I think I'm good. There's a sequel related to this called AVP2, so if you wanted more magician brawls, you got it. There's a popular saying of, all's fair in love and war. Except whoever made that quote clearly never met these 2 magicians before. Number 4. When it comes to checking out works, an important thing I check is the title, as it can tell you a lot of the work. While this title didn't tell me shit, it did caught my interest. This work called Occult Ball Z is created by Saya Kata T Mansion. Putting Z at the end of a title is a good way to catch my eyes. This work starts off with Kaizen, Reimu, and Marissa, and Reimu saying that Kaizen explained that she had hurt her arm before. Not comfortable with it, Kaizen makes an excuse and we cut back to her place. Later on, we get a visit from a certain person I shall refer to as Destroyer of Walls. She's not the only one to visit. We also get another person to join the fold. I shall call this one the Slacker of Reapers. Regardless, it's then we learn that Sega has an arm which interests Kaizen. Let's just say that hell has a shit ton of them, that's for sure. It's a funny work that details the dynamics between the 3 characters, especially when an arm is in play. Number 3. In life, there's one thing I've learned, and that getting free stuff is pretty damn awesome. Getting presents because it's your birthday or a holiday is always fun. Sometimes though, the presents can be a little more intense than what we were expecting. Blind Heart Education, created by Matsuri Uta, starts with Satori acting like a certain lazy alien. From there, we learn that Satori had received a package, and from there we see the contents. Yeah, I might have to call the police about this shit. Anyway, we later learned that it was Koishi who had packaged Kokoro like that and sent her to Satori's place. For those not wary, Kokoro is a character who expresses her emotion through her mask, so her face is usually neutral. The thing is though, is that Satori can read minds. So while Kokoro's face might not be showing emotions, that's not stopping her brain from reacting in such ways. And this leads to many interesting sights about Kokoro. And that's the basic premise for this work. Kokoro looking normal while her brain shows a different image. Something Satori can't have enough of. If you're curious of a more emotional Kokoro, then this might be up your alley. Number 2. Life can be very busy at times, either from work, family, or making videos. So it's always nice to have a day off now and then. The question then comes to what to do with that free time. For me, I prefer to sleep in as much as possible during the days I'm off. Let's showcase this person's free day. Today is the Shrine Maiden's Day Off, created by Tugumi OWO. Features Reimu when she has a day off. And I gotta say, she's rocking that dress of hers pretty damn well. Hell, it even fools another Shrine Maiden. The transformation is quite legit. The day is going well for the girls until they pass by Nidori, and even the Kappa was surprised by Reimu's appearance. We soon learn that a human girl is being bothered by a random Tengu for a subscription. Reimu has to intervene during her day off. Let's just say trying to diss Reimu just because of her appearance is a good way to get your ass handed to ya. All in all, it's a simple yet fun work showing an off-duty Reimu without her normal clothes, acting like a normal girl, and the occasional yokai ass whooping when needed. Number 1. For those who don't know, with Gensokyo sealed up the way it is, it means that it doesn't have any seas. So going to the seas is practically impossible unless you have the power to go to the outside world. Even with that knowledge, there are those who will try to overcome the impossible. This work, called Fiction in 20 Microns, created by Kashiki Takuto, focuses on the dynamic between two characters I don't believe I've seen before, Tei and Nidori. It starts off with Tei telling the other rabbits about the sea. We then cut off to Tei meeting with Nidori, and there Tei asking Nidori to help her reach the sea because she wants to scatter some bones. The two go on an expedition to try to reach the sea, even though both are wary of the border's ability. We then get the backstory of why Tei wants to scatter the bones to the sea, as it was the last request of her dying friend. This story was both sad and beautiful. One of the reasons I enjoyed it because it showed a different side to Tei, one I don't really recall seeing, this compassionate, caring Tei. Many times in fanworks, you see her in an asshole role, which is hilarious, but seeing this kind of Tei took me off guard, which was something I appreciated. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which doujin works are you going to check out later? Would you like to see Alice and Patchley duke it out hardcore for Marissa? Would you like to see a more emotional Kokoro? Or are you down to read about this good guy Tei? If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe, or I might receive a suspicious package which may or may not contain a person. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.